Hi, I'm Maria. Welcome to our African Bullfrog channel, dedicated to providing reliable, step-by-step guidance so you can confidently and effectively care for your pet. If you feel overwhelmed by conflicting information on African bullfrog care, you're in the right place. Here, you'll find easy tips for setting up a healthy home, diet, and feeding routine. We started this channel to share my knowledge on their comfort, ideal temperatures, diet, behavioral needs, and overall well-being. You'll learn how to create the right semi-aquatic environment and maintain it with simple steps. Use this channel to help you raise a healthy, happy frog. Please subscribe to support us. Setup. Imagine creating a miniature South African wet season water pan right in your home, a true sanctuary for your frog. Take pride in building the ideal environment and watch your frog flourish. Maintain a 12-hour day and night light cycle. Provide a large body of water that covers 60% of the aquarium with various depths from 0 to 8 inches deep. The remaining 40% is for land with deep, loose soil ranging from 5 to 10 inches deep. Since you cannot determine the sex of a young frog, start with a 40-gallon breeder aquarium. This measures 18 inches wide, 36 inches long, and 17 inches tall. Starting with a 40-gallon breeder aquarium may help you avoid the need for an upgrade in the future. Males commonly grow rapidly, increasing in length by as much as 8 inches within their first year. Although females grow at a similar rate, they do not reach the same overall size as males, so the difference is not as dramatic. Males may require a 75-gallon aquarium, which measures 18.5 inches wide, 48.5 inches long, and 21 inches tall. Be prepared to upgrade if necessary. Divider. You will need to install a glass divider, either custom cut or made by yourself, that fits the internal width of the aquarium and stands 7 inches tall. Use only 100% pure silicone, free from additives such as mold inhibitors. These divider instructions are for a 40-gallon aquarium. If your frog turns out to be male and later outgrows this aquarium, requiring a 75-gallon aquarium, adjust the habitat decorations. Your frog's habitat should be more than just attractive. It should feel like a safe home. Add live plants such as pothos, bamboo, or sweet potato to the water and land areas. Use root bags or pots to protect roots, prevent tangling, and make it easier to move plants around. Add driftwood, cork bark, and rock caves for plenty of places to hide. For an even more natural look, consider purchasing or creating your own background, or using an image designed for aquariums or terrariums. Painting the outside of the glass a muddy color is another option. Lighting. Give your African bullfrog 12 hours of light daily. Use an appropriately sized T5 UVB fluorescent bulb to ensure your frog receives the necessary UVB. Pair this bulb with a full spectrum light to provide a more natural, broader light spectrum, benefiting your frog and plants. Most compact bulbs often fail to deliver and aren't recommended. UVB lighting installation tips. Keep in mind that glass and screen tops eliminate and/or alter UVB, and each brand of UVB light bulb has its own instructions. To ensure the best results, follow the instructions that came with your bulb. It's crucial to measure from the bulb to the frog, ensuring the closest distance from the bulb to the frog falls within a safe yet proper zone. This way, even as the frog moves around the enclosure and transitions and encounters varying UVB levels, it will never be exposed to an unsafe UVB zone. Ambient temperature. The right amount of heat is crucial for your frog's health, comfort, and safety. Using an overhead heat bulb replicates the sun's natural overhead warmth, providing the most authentic environment. Maintain temperatures between 80 and 85 degrees by using a deep heat projector bulb, ceramic heat bulb, or another suitable reptile heat bulb. Avoid heating pads, as these frogs often move around in the soil for multiple reasons and can be burned when pressed against the glass where the heating pad is located. One reason they burrow is to escape high heat. With a heating pad beneath the soil, burrowing brings them closer to heat rather than away from it. Heating pads are designed for use with shallow substrates. Placing a heating pad on the side above the substrate is less effective than a heat bulb. Temperature tips. African bullfrogs are cold-blooded and must regulate their own body temperature by moving between warm and cool areas. Temperature gradients between 80 and 85 degrees at varying distances from the heat source are ideal. Adjust temperatures gradually based on your frog's behavior to find its optimal range. Each frog has a distinct personality and may have a preferred temperature range. By observing your frog and making small adjustments, you can create conditions that your frog prefers, but you must stay within the ideal temperatures. Allow your frog adequate time to adjust and avoid unnecessary temperature fluctuations. It's okay to provide heat during the day only and let nighttime temperatures drop as long as they stay above 75 degrees. For precise control and safety, always use a reptile thermostat. Water temperature. Your frog's ideal water temperature should be between 79 degrees Fahrenheit and 82 degrees Fahrenheit. A ceramic heater or a heater with a protective casing should be used to protect both the heater and the frog. An adjustable heater is also necessary to set the temperature correctly. Preset heaters shouldn't be used because they are not adjustable, and most preset heaters are set at 78 degrees, which falls short of the requirement. Substrate temperature. Temperatures in the substrate should be in the mid to upper 70s, 75 to 70 Fahrenheit to 78 Fahrenheit, with the warmest temperature near the surface and the coolest temperature at the bottom. Humidity. Maintain a constant humidity level between 55% and 80%. Humidity originates from the evaporation of water from the aquarium, moist soil, and regular misting. Humidity tip. To trap humidity, depending on your aquarium cover, you can partially cover the top with plexiglass or use a screen top partly covered with aluminium foil or plexiglass. To adjust humidity, slide or shift the covers in small amounts until you reach the desired level, always leaving some gaps for ventilation. Water maintenance and filtration. For best results, use an external canister filter. Of course, it depends on the amount of water, but always use a larger filter as these frogs are known to be messy. You will need to spot clean and remove the frog's feces, substrate, and food debris as you see it. Feeding the frog in a separate container is recommended to help maintain cleanliness and hygiene. Water changes are a must regardless of water clarity. A small percentage daily or a few times a week and as needed yields the best results. Keep in mind that it's not what you see that's harmful to your frog, but rather what you can't see, such as urine, which mixes with the water and remains invisible, as well as bacteria. Water maintenance tip I recommend: learning about an aquarium's biological system. It's beneficial for understanding how a filter works, as well as for maintaining the water quality in your aquarium. Diet. It's essential to provide your frog with a variety of foods at each meal. Try offering different insects such as earthworms, dubia roaches, crickets, superworm beetles, mealworm beetles, silkworms, and hornworms. Young frogs especially benefit from earthworms. You can also include plain boiled chicken breast and frozen-thawed foods like silverside fish or frog legs. Aim for a high-protein, low-fat diet by mixing up these options. Every so often, you can give treats like hard-boiled eggs without the shell or pre-killed frozen-thawed mice. And for large males, feeder chicks and quail chicks can be offered. Remember to dust their food with calcium and vitamin D3 powder made for reptiles and amphibians. For balanced nutrition, Missouri amphibian and carnivorous reptile gel is a suitable option. You can also add dried insects for an extra boost of nutrition, fiber, and texture. Missouri aquatic turtle food is another option, but since it's not a complete diet, you'll need to supplement it. Feeding schedule. You should feed young African bullfrogs medium-sized meals daily to keep up with their growth spurt. You should feed subadults small to medium-sized meals every 2 or 3 days, with the intervals between feedings increasing with age to avoid overfeeding. Feeding tip. Keep a close eye on the frog's weight visually as a guide, adjusting the amount of food or feeding intervals to maintain a healthy, visually appealing weight.